Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. So we've already lived 1.5 weeks of Lent. And we hear in the readings that it's all about becoming holy, achieving something, our goal, which is holiness. In the first reading, St. Paul is very clear about sexual immorality. Talks about our body, that it is for sanctification, not for uncleanliness, for sexual sins. And I've been meditating a little bit about, and it says that the pagans do not understand this. That as you know, most of the pagans, or they're baptized Catholics, but they don't, or they're Protestant or whatever, around here, are all having all sorts of relations with everyone, immoral relations, and all the pornography. And so it says, don't be like them, because you have been taught better. And we have the graces of God. So we have to be very clear and to speak very clearly. And I think if men would be pure, then women would be pure. But since men aren't pure, women aren't pure either. So Lent is a time to purify ourselves, especially in this area of our lives. In la Carta de San Pablo a los Tesalonicenses habla de la pureza sexual, la virginidad, y que habla que el cuerpo es para santificar, no para pecar. Y en el mundo habla también de los paganos, de los y nosotros estamos, todos alrededor de nosotros están haciendo cosas cochinadas. Los católicos que no practican la fe, los protestantes, los ateos, todos alrededor es puro complaciendo sus pasiones. Pero dice, nosotros no somos así, nosotros somos consagrados por Dios, y es muy importante. Y también que si el hombre era puro, las mujeres van a ser puras. Pero porque los hombres no son puros, las mujeres son peores. Los dos están malos. So nosotros debemos dar buen ejemplo a la sociedad de la pureza. As Jesus went up the mountain to God, it's an example of, during Lent, of becoming detached and going up to God. 40 days of letting go of all our attachments to worldly things, because it's very hard to go uphill if you drag all your possessions, your houses, your money, your selfishness, your things. It's very hard to go uphill carrying a lot of things. So Lent is a time with Jesus to walk up. And interesting, too, that Jesus didn't go alone. He took his close friends, Peter, James, and John. And he went up, so for us, too, as we're in this 40 days of Lent, we should be going with holy friends. He didn't bring the bad people that were going to drag him down. He brought the people that were going to go up with him. So we have to avoid all friends that are dragging us down to hell, and be with good friends that lead us and walk up with us to heaven. When he got up to the top, he became his true self. And the host, Jesus, is truly that divine person who radiates light. The Bible talks a lot about light from light, true God from true God, that Jesus is glorious light. We need to remind ourselves, when we come to receive communion, come in, but so wonderful in the Latin Mass, the respect given to Jesus, who really is in glory. Not only is he in glory, it's awesome, it's scary, and we should be very afraid of that encounter with God, because as what happened, when the cloud came, when God spoke, "This is my Son, my beloved one," listen to him. Here these holy men, St. Peter, St. John, and St. James, with great fear, say, well, why do you have fear? Don't fear God. He's our buddy. He's our Barney. We hug him. We like him. No. They loved Jesus. They recognized God. But at the same time, great fear because God is God. That's the reason. But we have dethroned God. We have made him into a man, and we've made man into God. But with great fear, then Jesus said, okay, now you know who God is. Stop being afraid. So when we do truly respect who God is, we don't have to be afraid. Cuando Jesús subió al monte, él enseñó quién era él. Luz, Dios. Y debemos reconocer este Dios de luz en el Santísimo Sacramento. Y qué bueno, en la misa latín siempre muestra respeto a quién es Jesús. Pero también cuando el Padre habló del nube a los San Pedro, San Juan y San Tiago, ellos quedaron asombrados, miedosos. Y es importante de entender, y nosotros debemos tener este mismo miedo, respeto de Dios, porque Dios es Dios. Y hoy día el hombre hace Dios el hombre, y el hombre hace el hombre Dios. Y tenemos que cambiar esto. Es muy, muy equivocado, y nadie de nosotros somos dioses. Vamos a morir, vamos a regresar a la tierra para ver que no somos dioses. Pero después que ellos encontraron Dios, quien es verdadero, Jesús tocó a ellos y dice que no tengan miedo. Y cuando nosotros tenemos este respeto, ya podemos decir, sí, tengo miedo, pero al mismo tiempo no tengo miedo. Dios es Dios de amor, pero también es Dios grande. When the Father said, listen to my beloved Son, Lent is a very important time to be quiet. Hopefully none of you have a television watching all that garbage, all that sewer, all that contamination, or what you're looking at and reading on your smartphone, all that. You shut it off. You're listening to all this stuff, but you're not listening to Jesus Christ. And also, when I preach, like at the 6:30 Mass, there's a really nice guy who gets there at 5:30 every morning to go pray an hour for, and he goes, Father, they're murmuring about you. They don't like how you preach, you know. Well, of course they don't. Today, if you say the truth, everybody, the world's saying, be bad. Oh no, it's good to be bad. That's what the world says. So when a priest says it's bad to do bad, of course you're not going to be popular. But when I preach the truth of Jesus Christ from the Bible, you are listening to Jesus Christ. And you need to take it serious. These are serious things that are being said. So in order to listen, we have to be quiet. We have to take away the distractions. So Lent is a wonderful time to quiet down. Open the Word of God. Read the Bible. Listen. But we have so much going on in our minds because we're so full of all the garbage of the world and the music and the TV and the movies that the mind can't quiet down. It's got all this stuff coming in and coming in. So it takes a while. You should maybe take a day. Holy Week, start planning Holy Week. Quiet. Holy Week, really quiet. Quit your jobs that week. Quit school. Who cares what happens? And just be quiet with God. When the end of this, after it said, listen to me, they went down the hill to die. Jesus went down to die, to be tortured, crucified. But, this is the good part, to then rise and suffer no more. So it's us in this Lent, we also go up the hill to be with God in Lent, but we go down to suffer with him. But why do we go up, pray, go down, suffer? To get to heaven. That's our goal. And that's the beautiful end of the story. If we do detach ourselves from worldly things, from evil thoughts, to live pure, holy lives, we too will rise with Jesus Christ. Jesús dijo, el Padre del Cielo dijo de Jesús, escuchen. Y es muy importante porque has poner mucho silencio en nuestra vida en este tiempo de Cuaresma y prepara por la Semana Santa, que aparte este tiempo para ser silencioso con Jesús, para escuchar, abre la Biblia, escucha la Biblia, a ver qué hay, que Dios está, pero tantas voces que están hablando y hablando que la mente no puede silenciar. Tenemos que apartar, tomar tiempo, un día para silenciar, porque hay tantos pensamientos. Pero después que el Padre dijo, escucha Jesús, se fueron otra vez abajo. So, Cuaresma es subiendo en la oración y desatamiento a Dios, el encuentro de Dios, pero también bajando de la monte para sufrir con Jesucristo. Pero las buenas noticias es después de su pasión y muerte, Jesús resucitó. So, esa es la meta de la Cuaresma y de la vida. Desatarnos, orar y sufrir con Cristo, pero vamos a tener la vida eterna en el gozo del cielo. En el nombre del Padre, y del Espíritu Santo.